Hey guys, Brett here, connecting from UbiCentral, and today we have some news about different Ubisoft games and things going on with the company. Before we get started, I want to apologize for the lack of content. I've just been playing Far Cry 5, and honestly, I didn't want to force myself to make content when playing it. I'm just enjoying it for what it is, and honestly, I'm having a ton of fun. With that said, I should have some Far Cry 5 videos releasing next week, so stay tuned for that. Anyways, let's get started with the video. Speaking of Far Cry, Dean Evans, the creative director on Far Cry 3 Blood Dragon, has left Ubisoft. He went on to say the reason for his departure was because the unannounced project he was working on got scrapped. And not to mention, he had relationship issues going on during the same time this all happened, and one thing led to another, and he decided to leave. With that said, he left Ubisoft on good terms, and he's looking to create his own studio in the future. Honestly, Dean, if you're somehow watching this, I just want to say thank you for making Blood Dragon, and I can't wait for whatever project you work on next. The Far Cry 3 Classic Edition was announced along with the Season Pass of Far Cry 5, but for some reason, it didn't have a release date until now. If you own the Far Cry 5 Season Pass, the Classic Edition of Far Cry 3 will be available on May 29th. However, if you don't own the Season Pass, a standalone version will be released on June 26, about 4 weeks later. A price hasn't been set as of yet, but I would imagine if you're buying this separately, it's probably going to be $20, although that's just speculation on my part. This year, Myst has turned 25 years old, and to celebrate, the developers will be re-releasing all the Myst games on PC. For those of you who don't know, Ubisoft published most of the Myst games, so I'm not sure if this entire pack will be on Uplay, Steam, or GOG. We'll just have to wait and see. The developers also teased that there's probably going to be more adventures in the Myst universe, but this year they're just focusing on the anniversary. Cyan, who are the developers, are also working on VR titles, so if you're interested in that, I'll leave a link to their website down below. Also, just a random side note, their office is 30 minutes away from my house, so that's pretty insane. And last but not least, Ubisoft showed some new gameplay for a VR game, Space Junkies, which is set to release in 2018. It's definitely worth noting the studio developing this is known for Beyond Good and Evil and the Rayman series, so it's going to be interesting to see how good their first VR game will be. Anyways, that's going to bring us to the end of this video. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all later.
Being down this road, been down before, I feel like I need you more. I'm so alone, once I was 7 years old. My future's all I'd imagine, and now I'm here and I look back, I'm screaming, damn it, this the life I never planned it.